Alright, we are on life sensing potion. Interesting. This seems rather unprecedented. It is. I'm exploring new frontiers in alchemy here. Dare I ask what the great alchemist is concocting now? Imagine yourself with an increased sensitivity to life. If a guard was standing in the next room, you could feel the presence as a kind of pulse or thump. Sounds rather ghastly. But you'd be nigh undetectable. I suppose I do enjoy the occasional unfair advantage. Wall hacks. The glyph of animismus transmutes 2 atoms of neutral salt into 1 atom of vitae, and 1 atom of mors. Okay, so 2 salts equal life and death. Not liking where this is going. Okay, so we have a ring of all this nonsense. So basically what needs to happen here is we have 3 reagents here that we will not be using in the final product. And we basically need to convert them all into salt. And then from there, we need to convert 2 of the salt into the life and death. And then we need to put them in a ring. Oh, great. Okay. So basically, we just need to put these off to the side and churn out salt. Trying to think of how we want to do this. Because 2 of these are gonna go into this. We're gonna turn them into salt, turn them into life and death. One of them is going to be coughing out salt the whole time. I'm trying to think of logistics-wise. We'll have 2 cycles to make these, and then we'll have 2 cycles of salt for the extra one. We'll make 2 cycles or 2 salt. So that means we'll still need 2 salt after that. But probably while we're maneuvering the life and death, we can make another round of salt on this. This seems fine. But okay, so how are we going to accomplish this? Wait, does this thing work automatically? Or do I need a... Okay, it works automatically. So we could just have something like this. Bring this over. I don't really care about space either, so even though this is going to take a lot of space, whatever. We could have this. And from here we can have our life death. So that'll cover that. But the question becomes, could I possibly use these to make more salt? Let's test out how fast this, or how long this would take. So let's just set this up. So 4 is going to be grabbing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do 5. Drop it. Grab it. 4. Drop it. Grab it. Drop it. Alright. And then for this, we're going to take grab, minus, minus, reset. Grab, plus, plus, reset. That's so slow. That's so slow. We're gonna need an alternate set of salt makers, because relying on this guy is not gonna cut it. And then additionally, we're gonna run into an issue where we need to actually bond this stuff together. We're going to bond it, and then we're also gonna have to orient them properly. Let's figure out where we want to put these salts, or let's see the fastest way we can get salt out of this. This is quite fast. So one way we could do this is grab it, rotate it, and drop it. Then we could have another guy pick it up. I don't think that's what we want here. This could call for this guy for once. How does... Can it not grab again when it's already grabbing? Apparently. Why? What is this? I don't understand how this works. Oh, the timing's off because of this thing, I'm assuming. Let's try that. Oh, timing's off because it's not resetting properly. Okay. Fair, I suppose. So now we have a method to make a lot of salt. Put that up here if we want to. We still need to make this shape. We need to put them in doubles, basically. Which we could potentially do in here. Yeah, I think this is gonna be fine. We'll just need to put a break. Right here. Alright. Do I need... Right here, we need something else to pick this up. Let's try this. So grab, rotate. Okay, that's definitely not gonna work. Okay, let's try this instead. Grab. So another problem again with this setup here is that this is going to go idle when it doesn't need to. We would like to have the salt working, or we'd like to get salt going at all times. So for that reason, what we could do is we could have a small gap in between where I could put the salt, for example, down here, and then bring that out. And we could just push this somewhere or something, I don't know. It's a possibility. I don't know if it's a good one though. But this is going to be too slow by itself, unfortunately. Another thing I can do is I could have this sort of setup, and then this will bring salt here, and I could take the salt from here. That'll save me on space. The problem is I'm still gonna need to export the salt somehow. Could grab it from here. But again, I'm also gonna have to get rid of the life and death that are appearing here. So this is gonna become crowded very quickly. But what I'm probably gonna need to do is give this area a little bit more space. Let's make this a 3 setup. Bring this down 1. This gives us more room to work with. Too bad we can't bond where it shows up. That's kind of a bummer. So we're still gonna need to move them. I'm thinking I don't like this anymore. I think we need to just focus on having a better setup for this, oriented around this whole thing. But this is just too slow. I don't think that's gonna work out. Let's put this front and center. This is the extent of how far we can be. However, we can always move this out a little bit. Okay, so we still have this. We have a earth that we can still use. Main problem is, how are we going to fit this on here? This doesn't have to be symmetrical. This really doesn't. I've just been doing that to make it easier on my own mind. But this doesn't have to be symmetrical. We can always have one side be stacked with more salts, make this a little bit faster. And then that side can take the slack of making the rest of them that we need. And then this can just be off to the side, do its own thing. Let's take that approach. Let's see what we can do there. Let's do a track. I can rotate this as well. Not sure how I'd want to orient it, but I could do it. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I think the right ratio is definitely have 2 committed to making just salt, and then have 1 committed to putting these together in place. that would make all of the products that I need, but then I would still need to orient it. We're taking a long arm. Yeah. But you get a little bit more flexibility with tracks in terms of how I want to set it up. But what do you mean? What do you mean by speed, though? Because if I'm using 2 arms on one track, that should get a product out faster than having one long arm, right? And we've decided that this doesn't work for whatever reason. Grab clockwise. Yeah, that doesn't work. Plus, if I don't use tracks, then how am I going to get my space cam on? Totally different. This could work. This is one way I can get this set up right. So grab, rotate, rotate, drop. 5 needs to grab. Alright, there we go. Got that making. That's a little bit better than we had. Let's keep that as is. Now we just need to make more salt. Please. Okay, so we have these guys. We could make salt this way. Bring that here, bring that there. We've learned that we can't use a long arm, unfortunately, to change it while it is in the process of rotating. It has to end on the rotation for it to work. We could have this set up like this. We'll have our 2 salts here. We want the salts together, if possible. But this is potentially fine. We can bond it here. Bring a track from here to wherever else we need it. And then we can have this and that. So let's set it up. So grab. Want to rotate counterclockwise, clockwise. From there, want this to grab, move, and we should have our setup. All right, good. At that point, we can move this. First of all, we don't need to be this way. I need to keep in mind our orientation for after we get this bonded. So give me a second. Because I was thinking of having it here, and then we'll just rotate it. This goes here. Clockwise. What's that? I'm not early on that. Still early. So we have this. So we need to figure out where we want to go from here. Because we have this side, we could get another potential setup here. It'll look the same. We'd have to copy all of this if we're going to use the same setup. And then we can bring the salt to right here. Right here, potentially, and then bind this, and then push this up towards the middle. Kind of messy, but it would work. I think. This has a potential to work, at least. So let's try this. Okay, so we're here now. We're going to need this to come back. So we need 5 to come back, 1. And then we can have a piston bring this over. 1, no. So Like, I don't think a long arm is gonna put this in the right spot for me. Which is why I'm trying to use tracks a lot. Because I need this to bring it up one and to left twice. And this doesn't play by those rules. I think, right? Alright, so 8, we want to grab positive twice, 3 times. Right. So for 5, we want this to go negative. Drop it off. Reset. Oh, turn. Okay, we'll wait 1 turn. Wait 2 turns. Slow, huh? Okay, so we have that. Now we just need to get the rest into play here. This I might be able to use. No, it's okay. Just kidding. This is very unwieldy and definitely not good. But you know what? This is what we're running with, okay? This is not gonna work. So we need this to go from here to here, but we need to go in such a way that doesn't block this. By the way, this will go faster once I put in the proper commands for it. So even though this looks slow, this should be done by the next time this comes back. Like, it should be done here already. So worry about that. So one thing that we could do is have the death here. Put the 2 here. Problem is that we just don't have space. I can rotate this into a spot right here, but I need to get this from here to here somehow. Which is possible, it's just annoying. Just very annoying. But I can do something like this, or just bring this around. I'd have to bring this down a little more. Yuck. Don't like this at all, but yeah, do what you gotta do, I guess. Alright, so let's get this into position. We'll worry about optimization in a little bit, even though yeah, look good. Alright, so we got that. We're going to copy up this beginning portion here. So 3 and 4 need okay, we'll drop these off and then hopefully that'll be good. We'll manually rotate them back. And I need this to wait for me. I need this to stop. Please stop. I don't think this is helping. I don't think this actually changes the cycle up at all. No, it doesn't. How do I fix this? Because I'll just move this forward. Doesn't change anything either. This is why you to wait. How does this work? I didn't change anything. Dang it. Turns out VA, I should be using that. And so I guess I need to manually put this in, otherwise it's not gonna go. So this is here. I need 1, 2, grab, move in. I need you to rotate counterclockwise twice. Where we're at here. Need to rotate back. Hey, okay. That's how I wanted it to work. And now let's see if we can somehow get this setup in. Also going too far. Either way. So, how are we gonna get this from here to here? Because as it is right now, we're 1 short using a piston arm. Not to mention we can't even use this piston arm because that'll be in the way. Wouldn't that be terrible if this doesn't work out? After all this time we're spending on it. We could continue to hold this, drop this, continue to hold this, and rotate it upwards. And just have it be put in something like this. Certainly not ideal, considering our life was in a good spot. But I think it's doable. Let's try. So we want this to let go. No, stop. Bad. Why? Give me some more time, okay? Gosh darn it. Fix this. I need you guys to wait, please. Still in the process of doing things. Okay, so looking at 5 mainly here. Oh. Huh. Okay. We'll wait a little bit. At this point, we just want it to work. This is this is a nightmare. All right. So okay, we got this going. That's fine. That's all good. Let's revamp this here up top. So here we want. Don't want this here. We want to move it over. We want 7 to pick up from the middle here. We want to grab it. We want to rotate it. And rotate it again. Alright. Good. Good. Not good. Okay, 5 needs to hold on to this. There's gonna be some crazy gymnastics here, but we need to rotate this back and then get that through this hole somehow. I got this. So we need to rotate it back. I definitely needed that. A minus on that. Drop it. Okay, well, I think this is doable. I think it's gonna look ugly, but it's doable. Basically, we drop it at this point. And we'll have a piston here. Pick this up. And we're gonna have it rotate to get it through. So let's see if we can do that. So we dropped it. Now we need to pick it up. Go in. Twice, and then rotate it. You're supposed to drop it. Why? Okay, so to fix this part, what we should probably do is just move the life up and then put it back once the death is in place. Or maybe we can do the death first. that possible? Let's look at the logistics on the life. I think it would hit the death rate here. At this point, let's just get it over with. Let's just get it over with. So we're just gonna grab this, bring it back, bring it forward again, and drop. Could also do this. Who would have thought? This might make it easier, huh? Alright, so now let's orient our life, or whatever this is, properly. It looks like we only want the one rotation out of 7. Rid of that. Okay, perfect. And then we want the 10. Pick it up. And bring it back. And reset. Boy, is this some monstrosity, huh? Oh no, we didn't bond it. Oh no. I'm so sad right now. That's actually very upsetting. So that'll get it bonded, but we still need to output it somewhere. How are we gonna do this? Oh no. How are we gonna get this bonded? So I could make this guy in particular a rack, and then just rotate the thing around. Ugh. I hate it. Half the things aren't doing anything most of the time. Rather sad. But why though? Why? Off? So let's just say our goal here was to take the most amount of space possible. I think we've accomplished our goal. Good work, team. Well, one more. Okay, we finally done it. All right, we've got one cycle done. Can we do two? We do save a little bit of time between cycles, I guess. Because some of this stuff is going while the finishing touches is done. So that's cool. But it's not as good as I'd like, for sure. Alright, you know what? Good enough. Life sensing potion. Complex, okay? Some people might be better alchemists, but at least I can say I've been to the finish line. Hey, that's not as bad as I thought it would be, to be honest. I thought we'd be way up here, and I thought we'd be probably around here. That's not too bad. And you know, we could save some cycles. There's definitely some areas here where that could use optimization. For example, while this part here is moving, this whole bottom part here, this could be going, setting up the next set of salt. Likewise, some of this stuff. I could probably be moving the death earlier. I could be leaving it right here and then putting it into place once the salt gets in. So there's a couple things I could do to make it a little bit faster. I'm okay with how it is. Alright. Welcome back. If I were to use this and go to the market, would I collapse into a quivering heap of nerves? The effect is subtle, but you may want to avoid crowded areas while using it. You say this as though you've already tried it. My confidence and reasonable certainty isn't enough for you? Over the course of my life, I've learned that trust is not something to be given lightly. Especially not to alchemists. It's a fine thing to say in the presence of a thief. I gotta say, I can definitely see like a lot of these things being parts of a pretty interesting novel. So I like the story so far. It's pretty interesting. There's a lot of cool backstories and things that you could add into this to make it a more fleshed out thing. But overall, I think it's pretty interesting. I think the world is pretty cool. I would like a nice life sensing thief side story. That'd be fun. It also reminds me a lot about Name of the Wind in some senses. So that's kind of where I'm coming from. Very dark thread. This is a bit much. I feel as though I'm being suited up for a grenadier, or like a red grenadier. Stay still, or I won't get your measurements properly. Must you really outfit me this way? The more light you absorb, the easier it will be for you to blend into your shadows. Into these shadows. Reading's hard, guys. I can already do that. You seem to underestimate my abilities. I want to leave nothing to chance. Okay. Dark thread must be easy. Right? Right? Oh, what is this? It's another rope. What is this? Okay, we need salt to be made. We need copper. Iron. Iron to be made. That's 2 rounds of quicksilver. We have this weird pattern. This isn't too bad. Ratio-wise, it's about the same. Make 2 quicksilver, or 2 salts, and then we'll have to make 2 quicksilver for each of these. So we can put this to the side over here, and then basically just churn out salt. That one's rather straightforward. Let's figure out our bonding situation here. So this doesn't look like that will fly. Oh, there, this is this actually. Because we're missing a bond right here. So I think what we'll have to do, instead of putting it as this as a unit, we're gonna have to put, we'll break it into half, and we'll just have the iron and the salt together, and we'll just alternate how it's put in. Because unfortunately, I don't think with this setup we can just churn out the salt in the middle, put the iron on the sides and call it a day. Because the bonding situation is a little awkward. I mean, we could technically have something like this where we just that, and this would serve a purpose, but then this would also bond our salt, so, and we don't want that, so like we'll do this. Just kidding. We'll figure it out at the time. For now, let's get our quicksilver setup going. So we need 2 rounds of this, 2 rounds of quicksilver. We can do what we've done previously in other maps and just have a track go back and forth twice. That seems to do the job relatively well. Because otherwise we'd have to have some other way to do this, and I don't think that's not really that good. Probably the fastest would be a track with 2 arms on it. Just have it go around and around. And this we only need to move once, so I think this is fine. Speed-wise at least. So let's have this going. And we'll just set this up for now. We'll figure out the logistics later in terms of how we want to set it up really. Just want to make sure that this works first. Grab. Move. Don't have to drop it, right? I do have to drop it. Okay. Why are you not picking this up, my friend? Oh. And why? Okay, sure. That's fine. Grab. Okay, here we go. That's good enough for me. So next we just need to have this moving in. This looks like it's gonna collide. I'm trying to see if it will or not, but this is not wanting to cooperate. So we're just gonna do this nonsense just to make sure. Okay, it doesn't. Alright. So we got our copper. It's all set. It'll come out right here. And from here, we'll just want to put it in every other one. So this looks pretty good. We could get it right here, that is. I don't know how to get it from here to here without having something in the way over here. That sucks. I don't want to put underneath anything below it because we're gonna have to put all of our salt things here. So I just want to move this right here, but I can't use a piston here because that's going to get in the way when I try to move it this way. Can I rotate this? How do you can you rotate things? Is there a button to rotate? I do not know if there's a button to rotate. Alright. Replace Stellaris? No, I have not. Would you recommend it? Alright, so anyways, we have this here. So I guess we're gonna just have to commit to this. This way we'll be able to put copper or an iron up. Totally forgot doing that. Much appreciated. Here, let me give it a try.
achieved it.
Alright, I should have it, Bubbles. Thank you. Okay, so I had this here. So we're still gonna need to figure out how we're going to get this set up, this bonding situation set up. That has not really changed our plight here. All right. Grab. Dude, did I get the right order on these? I did not. Darn it. Completely forgot about these. Give me a second, guys, sorry. Then 3, which is... Okay, we're looking good. So now we need to have 2 grab this. So okay, that's more or less where we were at. So we're still stuck on the whole salt thing. We have our iron. We might want to change this part up here and down here because we need to bond these things together. And we're gonna have an iron on the bottom here. We're gonna have a salt here. So this part was fine. But then we need to have another iron on top, which means that we're gonna need to push this along, which means that instead of having another iron here, we actually probably want it here. So what we might want to do, this sort of thing, where we have this nonsense. We have this bond here make. We'll have this bond here make. And then when we're moving the two along, we could make this bond. Additionally, or alternatively, we can do it the opposite way, So the question here is, what bond do we make first? So what's our starting piece? I think the bottom should be our starting piece. I think this should be our second piece, which means that I think this is a good position to take. I'll have to move it up though. Okay, so that seems fine-ish. We still need to make our salt, so let's go ahead and do that. Again, I don't think we can use the long-handed to change into salt. I'm just going to use the track again. And from this, we just need to get go pretty early. Perfect. Okay, that's good. Now we need a cycle. Basically, we can't move 3 all the way over. Then we need a cycle to put the iron into this slot. So probably easily done doing this instead. So instead of 1 putting into place, we're going to repeat these. Oh, two is not 2. It's 2. 2 is that. I need 5 and 4 to repeat. At the appropriate time, please. Okay. So here is where we want 7 to take over. So right here, I want this to grab and rotate counterclockwise. Perfect. All right, that's good. We have this made. But while this is happening, we need to get the salt in here. Oh, how are we gonna bond this? So what we're doing is we're actually making this as a piece now, which is probably not advised. Means that we're gonna have to put another salt in this position and have it set up here. Oh, what a mess. we're gonna have to have another bond as well here to get the next copper set up. So I might have just made this way more complicated than needed. Which is, you know, big surprise. Let's see if we can go back to the original plan, if that actually ever made sense. I don't actually know. The original plan was to move this over and then have another set made here and then bond them together while I'm moving them both at the same time. Yes, that makes more sense. Fortunately, that kind of makes everything that we just did worthless. So let's keep this on here just as a precautionary tale. Can I like disable one? I guess I'll just do that instead. Okay. So we'll do that. And I want you to actually repeat what you were doing. So now we're here, we've repeated what we were doing, and we want to have a salt in place here. So 6 is going to need to go again. Perfect. That's actually perfect. Okay. Only problem now is we need to get this going before the next set comes. So we just need another track, I guess. Right here is when we want to move it over. That would be for 3. We don't need another track. 3, does 3 have grab of it already? Yeah, it never lets go. This can just keep moving here. Want 6 to let go. Perfect. Okay, so we have our units. Now we need to connect the units together, which shouldn't be a problem. We'll have 3 finish this off for us. Perfect, okay. So we did end up having to use 4 anyways, but whatever. I think we got this down. I hope at least. Oh, we're off sync. Okay, maybe we don't have it down. Let's revise. We have the main idea though. That's good. That's not. So it's going into this cycle already, but we needed to restart that other cycle. I think this is a problem with 6. Right now 6 should be moving along. To reset here and put it right there. Okay. Let's try that. Perfect. 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 Yeah. Okay, we did it. Alright. Alright, now let's get rid of this horse sap. And then let's see if there's anything that we can make a little bit better. I think it's fine. Alright, looks good to me. Hey! We're better than the average. We haven't been able to say that for a while, so I'll take it. That's not too bad. Cost-wise, we were up there, but we're not on the way end, so that's fine. And area, that's fine. I'm pretty happy with that. Quite a striking look, don't you think? I'm a convert. I never thought I'd reach the heights of fashion like this. We should go into business as clothiers. I can hardly do much more alchemy in my case. We used the last of our quicksilver making that. That's a wonderful idea. I'll find us more looming and sewing supplies. He has a mannequin too. Consider it done. Perfect. I can't tell if we're sarcastic or not. What's going on? Lead or heist. Hello. He does look so dashing, so edgy. Top of the line fashion right there. All right, looks like it's time for me to go. But look, Nils. You'll know I succeeded when a barge of lead ore floats down the river towards you. Amazing. And I'll send instructions detailing where to send my share of the gold later. You won't be returning here? Nope. Afraid I can't stay. So you do trust us, finally. Funny thing about that. When I first found the two of you hiding out in this abandoned shop, my first thought was to cut you both down as you slept and sell your personal effects. Oh my, glad you didn't. Just kidding. I've only collected a penance for your mediocre clothes anyways. How touching. I expect a more touching story couldn't be written. Safe travels, Nils. We'll be here for the time being, should you want to find us. I'm sure we'll run into each other again before long. Alright. So that one took a while. We run into our next chapter. Like, you know, they're in an abandoned shop, so you might as well have like a cover story or something, right? Gotta get your laundry. I mean, you're gonna launder all this lead into gold into the economy. It's gonna be not very good, so you have to have at least, you know, something. Having a nice front as a mannequin shop or as a clothier is not a bad idea. Not to mention if it actually makes you money, considering, you know, the striking look they had. But yeah, it's very late right now, guys. So I think this is where we're gonna end. We got chapter 3 done. We didn't really get very far compared to before, but hey, we're still making progress. I noticed that this is not a 6. This is some sort of symbol that I do not recognize at the time being. But we got some ways to go. This is going to be our teaser for next time. We have a decoded message. They're quite capable. Dare say the best of this type I've seen in fact. Trustworthiness, they'll likely stick to a deal built around shared aims, but they're not the types to develop blind loyalty. Why not meet them yourself? They're holed up in an abandoned shop along the river. So apparently, Nils here is potentially given us a benefactor and or sold us out. One of the two. So we'll have to see. But we'll see how this goes on. I've actually really been enjoying the story. I feel like the story has been very interesting. I've been very interested to see where they get taken. And Ateus and his prodigy, his prodigal ideas. That's not how you use that adjective, but we're going to be using it in that sense anyways. And you know, we got the team together. We have a nice thief. We have I have no idea what Concordia does. Completely forgot. I think she was no idea what she does, but she does something. I definitely pay attention to the story, I promise. And yeah, so we'll see how this turns out later. Once again, thanks everyone for coming by. I will see you guys next time.